But say what you want about America, land of the free, home of the brave. We got some dumbass motherfuckers floating around this country. Dumbass motherfuckers, you know?
美国老头疯狂吐槽美国，这个国家有太多的蠢蛋，成群的蠢蛋。
Number one.
500 entire cities, from huge population from poverty to the middle class, cornered the market in 5G. Anywhere in the world these days, you better have a yen for travel. China alone, they have 40,000 kilometers of high-speed rail. America has none. Our fastest train is the tram that goes around the zoo in this impacted colon of a country. China sees a problem, and they fix it. They build a dam. We debate what to rename it. That's why their airports look like this, and ours look like this. 2 bus lines through environmental review. In Boston, took 16 years. 57-story skyscraper in 19 days. The San Yuan Bridge in Beijing in 43 hours. We binge watch, they binge build. We're not losing to...
Number.
You seem intelligent and perceptive, but the rest of them, holy jumping fucking shitballs. Dumber than a second coat of paint. And this ain't just ranting and raving. This ain't just blowing off steam. I got a little evidence to support my claim. It just seems to me, that only a really low IQ population could have taken this beautiful continent, this magnificent American landscape that we inherited. Well, actually, we stole it from the Mexicans and the Indians, but hey, it was nice when we stole it. It looked pretty good. It was pristine. Paradise. Have you seen it lately? Have you taken a good look at it lately? It's fucking embarrassing. Only a nation of unenlightened half-wits could have taken this beautiful place and turned it into what it is today, a shopping mall. A big fucking shopping mall. You know that? That's all you got. That's all you've got here, folks. Mile after mile of mall after mall. Many, many malls. Major malls and mini malls. They put the mini malls in between the major malls. And in between the mini malls, they put the mini marts. And in between the mini marts, you got the car lots, gas stations, muffler shops, laundromats, cheap hotels, fast food joints, strip clubs, and dirty bookstores. America the Beautiful. One big transcontinental commercial cesspool. And how do the people feel about all this? How do the people feel about living in a coast-to-coast shopping mall? Well, they think it's just fucking dandy. They think it is cool as can be, because Americans love the mall. They love the mall. That's where they get to satisfy their 2 most prominent addictions at the same time: shopping and eating. Millions of semi-conscious Americans, day after day, shuffling through the malls, shopping and eating, especially eating. Americans love to eat. They are fatally attracted to the slow death of fast food. Hot dogs, corn dogs, triple bacon, cheeseburgers, deep fried butter dipped in pork fat and cheese whiz, mayonnaise, soaked barbecue, mozzarella, patty melts. Americans will eat anything, anything, anything. If you were selling sauteed raccoons' assholes on a stick.
Number 3.
当然，就是没有离开美国的那些非常的爱国，他们觉得什么美国都 number one， 就是什么都第一名。但是去国外，像我讲去国外一阵子，我们其实蛮不喜欢，我们会很多都会觉得明明就是没有那么好，但是就是大家很爱讲哦，我们美国最厉害，我们最强，我们最什么都是最棒的。
所以是出国大概多久之后觉得美国真的还好？
你大概也是得看你出国的原因，但是通常你出国大概半年就可以。我很多半年，我很多就是还要半年。我很多那个高中朋友们，他们读大学的时候，他们就做那个交换学生半年，很多回去的时候，他们就一直想要再离开美国，但是大部分还在那边啊，就是他们会觉得哦，真的是离开美国才了解，就是美国有多讨人厌。很多因为就是我们会说，好像浴缸里面的金鱼，就是觉得哇，你看我们世界有多美、多漂亮、多大，但是你不知道浴缸里面而已啊，所以他们要出国才会说。其实我很多人会不喜欢美国。
Number 4.
In second-hand and substandard. Right. Well, you feel very strongly, obviously, and it's something wherever we go in the country, we're hearing these complaints about our transport structure. Isabel Oakeshott.
Well, totally not. I mean, as a hard-pressed commuter who suffers daily on substandard train services, that absolutely can't be right. And I was looking into this earlier and just wondering, for the sake of argument, how the Chinese do these things. And I noticed that they were able to build a whole new station in the space of 9 hours by flooding it with thousands of workers. we should be much more imaginative about getting infrastructure in quickly instead of condemning people to being isolated in remote areas.
And I want to tell you a story about the United States of America that most of you don't know. Certainly most Americans don't know this story because we have this idealistic story about noble America that bears little resemblance to reality. 1783, the United States started out as 13 measly colonies strung out along the Atlantic seaboard. We marched across the continent to the Pacific Ocean. We murdered huge numbers of Native Americans. We stole their land. We went to war with Mexico in the middle of the 19th century, and we stole from Mexico what is now the southwest of the United States. We invaded Canada in 1812 for the express purpose of making Canada part of the United States. For those of you who don't know, the reason Toronto is not the capital of Canada and Ottawa is the capital of Canada is they expected us to pay a return visit.
미국이란 나라의 인식이 어떤가요?
미국 천조국이요. 우리가 네, 계속 우러러 보는.
저희랑 동맹도 맺어져 있는 국가이기도 하고 경제적으로 도움도 많이 주는 입장이다 보니까 아무래도 좋게 생각하는 편인 것 같습니다.
근데 미국이 아직도 넘버원이라고 생각을 하시나요?
사실 지금 중국이랑 솔직히 제 생각에는 경제력 면에서는 이미 뭐 앞섰다고 볼 수도 있고 이런 점이 있겠지만 제 생각에는 앞으로도 한동안은 미국이 좀 더 질서를 이끌어가지 않을까 생각하고 있습니다.
미국이 아직도 넘버원이라고 생각을 하시나요?
아니요.
왜요?
너무 중국이 뒤를 쫓아오지 않나.
중국은 이제 경제적인 부분이나 군사적인 부분에서 이제 많이 치고 올라오고 있다고 생각을 합니다. 근데 뭐 여러 분야를 다 따져봤을 때는 아직 미국이
만약에 중국하고 미국하고 비교해봤다. 그럴 때 어느 나라가 더 이제 예를 들어서 넘버원 될 가능성이 높은가요?
당연히 미국이죠. 아니지. 당연히 중국.
我真的感觉你背叛了我，因为你让我用微信用上瘾了，现在我回到我自己的国家都已经太落后了，真的太糟糕了。你为什么不过来这里开发？而且不仅是付钱的问题，如果我想发钱给我的朋友们，我用什么 PayPal 或者我转账，这些东西都要花100年的时间，太糟糕了，太落后，而且他们还会扣费。如果我想发一个短信呢？我现在看了我手机里面，我差不多有7个 APP 同时在用，特意来发短信的。我会用一个iMessage 给我姐姐，然后我会发一个普通的短信给我妈妈，会发一个 WhatsApp message 为了群聊，会发一个 Messenger 给我挪威的朋友。太迷糊了，太Well 我知道所有人都可以下载微信。但是微信里面的那些功能我们也想要。现在在法国，如果你想买一个火车票或者一个机票，太麻烦了。大部分的法国人都不知道我们有外卖这样的东西。我真的感觉我们有点。
Number 8，俄罗斯人吗？Ruski呀？不懂啊？你也爱吃咱们中国面条啊？拉面好吃啊？
我会说很一点。
刚来吧？你哪里人？
美国人。
你今年多大？有没有30岁？有老婆吗？娶了个中国媳妇吗？中国姑娘好啊。干什么工作啊？你英语老师吗？你老师吧？你给咱中国孩子上课，你1个月赚多少钱？有没有一半的？哦，你这个人，我看你这人好，朋友。好。
他已经熟练掌握了大门唠嗑的精髓，连语气口音都一模一样啊。
Number 9。
你说中文吗？我很多吧，我没讲过。
我也把文语讲完了吗？你们来自什么地方呢？
我来自家了。
你呢？
西班牙。
啊？
你哪里？你来自哪里？
哇，我来自美国噶。
还是老乡的。
就是老乡，就是。
现在味道怎么样？
你是这边的厨师吗？
对，我是。
那你家里是什么地方呢？
是的呀。
什么味道都有，我们真的是一个老外自助餐的嘛，嘎。都回国哟，我们要咋个办？
不回国呀？
不回国噶。
你回去干嘛？在中国。
Number 10。
没力，
真的。
美国都没有那个微信账单和支付宝，但是中国有这个，我超习惯这个。然后呢，我的意思是啥？整个世界别人都在学英语，他们应该学中文，你知道为什么吗？因为我们用的衣服啊都是EU来的，我们用的手机都是中国来的，那个小米、OPPO、vivo、华为那个区，大部分都是中国的那个区啊。 我们现在都好一点的路都是中国人来修啊。那现在如果没有中国在世界的话，世界的人会有麻烦了。他们干嘛要说英语？他们要说中文，知道吗
？Number one.
DC is bright and colourful.
It's a very historic country.
Big. Big, a lot of people and a lot of disciplined people. The buildings, like the beautiful temples and stuff.
A lot of people, like really crowded.
I think a big economic powerhouse that is going to be one of the major countries in the next few years, definitely.
I can only think about their food, really. That's it.
They've got good food.
Very fast-paced.
They've got quite a lot of power climate-wise as well for influencing the rest of the world.
I studied at Beijing University and Fudan University as well.
What has your experience been like living in China?
Absolutely fantastic. I loved it. It was literally the best experience of my life.
I think we're very dependent on them. I think that's good. You know, there's a good connection with us. Yeah.
I've actually been there quite a few times. I love the place. I love the culture.
What is your impression of the Chinese people?
Friendly?
Yeah.
Friendly? Yeah, I like them. My housemate's Chinese, so we get along really well.
They seem pretty reserved. Like, I think it's quite a conservative culture from what I've seen and heard of.
What language do they speak in China?
Chinese? Mandarin.
Mandarin?
Yes. So what language do they speak in China?
Chinese, I think.
Number one 2。
过了生日，当时我跟10几个还是20个朋友一起去吃饭，买单的时候我们都 AA， 但是要排队嘛，然后我们都10几个人，还有其他的客人也要付钱。我真的没有说的夸张，我们真的就是在那边等了20分钟才就是都付好了，因为我们在那边只能用现金或者刷卡。我当时就觉得，哎，我靠，好尴尬，我们为什么都要在这里等了这么久？直接把钱转给我就好了嘛。但是他们都没有支付宝或者微信，所以就没办法。第二个点是交通。简单来说呢，如果你在加拿大的话，你没有车，那真的很不方便。如果你住在 downtown 什么的，那会好一些。但是如果你住在郊区什么的，那可能会稍微麻烦一点。因为比如说公交车的话，你可能要等30分钟、1个小时才会有车。如果你错过那个车，那你就要等30分钟或者1个小时，那就尴尬了。其实现在的话，交通是越来越方便的，但是还是不是特别好。第3个点呢是外卖，加拿大也有外卖，但是比较慢、比较贵，而且你要付小费。
Number one 3。
嘿嘿，我有。我靠哎，为什么在法国要等这么久呢？哎呀，怎么还没来呢？没有味道，加点味儿是吧？等一下啊。加点老干妈。我给你多放一点啊。香，香是香啊，但是还是加点味道哎。等一下。这是我自己做的辣子，下香菜，下酱油。这是这么回事儿。